So over the past 2 weeks, you guys have been asking me continuously in the comments for a pay-to-win layout. That's simply the best. Well boys, I'm happy to announce that we're finally going to be releasing a video on the best layout. A free-to-play version will follow, there is not a code included. If you want to be the best, you got to build it, alright? I stand by that. For the farm aspect of the build, you can visit the first link down in the description. That is currently the best. Subscribe and like. Right chat, I definitely think it's time to build this thing. So if you don't have the expansion, just simply move and shift everything back. But this is pay to win, and this is my layout, so I'm going to build it one for one. So the first thing you want to do is get your dishwashers or your golden washers and place it right at the door, okay? So this is as far as you can place it, right? So make sure it's literally right in the middle, right at the entrance, okay? And when you got that, you're set. Now we've kind of caught our bearings. What we want to do is get our chairs, tables, and our host stations. We'll cover the host station in just a moment. We currently got 2 of them, and 2 is required for this setup. But to be completely honest, the milestone rewards don't really help too much. It just speeds everything up, what leads to more profit. Because there's dishwashers in the way, we cannot actually place anything here. So place a chair here, and then place another chair facing each other like this. And then this is where the tables start, alright? So now we've got that, we simply want to place the chairs all the way around it like so. So I don't really have too many high-tech chairs at the moment, so we are going to be using some golden chairs for the majority of this build. So make sure you go round like so. So now let me zoom out and show you the current build. This is what it currently looks like, chat, alright? It is that simple. So we start off with 2 dishwashers here, right in the center, and then we go out 1. And then place the chairs like so. Now what we're going to do is place another set like this, okay? So I like to place the chairs first just because it kind of shows me how it's going to look before I've even built it. And then we're going to put 2 more tables like that. So you should be doing a huge square like this, okay? So now we've done a huge square like this, we want to place our coffee machines. So if we go into appliances and scroll down until we find something called coffee machine, we need to place this. So the best position I've kind of figured out where to put these is right in the middle like so. So what this does, basically all your waiters will be waiting here and your customers will be spawning roughly about here. So your waiters don't even need to move to collect food from the kitchen because the order stand is literally right here. So what you want to do, you want to get your order stand and place it in the exact same position I have right there. Now we'll get to the kitchen in just a moment, but we need to figure out where the rest of these 10 tables will be placed. Yeah, you heard me right chat, 10 tables. Because there's a new strat called the tip jar strat, alright? That I'll be covering on later on in this video, so make sure you keep watching. And bro, that gives you some insane boosts. Because it's all about time and length special customers are in your restaurant for. So subscribe and like. Alrighty, so now we're going to put some tables down here, alright? So let's put 1 table there, and then going on to the other side, everything's the same, okay? Everything's going to look the same in this restaurant from one side to the other, but not when it comes to the restaurant kitchen itself. It's some A-star kitchen, dude. I made it myself. So now let's place the golden tables around the side ones like this, like so. Boom, 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 boom. And now that's set, okay? So this isn't done. So pause the video now if you want to catch up to this current point that we're at. And then we'll continue. Boom. Perfect. All right, let's continue. So our next tables will be placed here and here on the other side, leaving this space right here. So everything will line up perfectly at this point, okay? So that's what it currently looks like from the side angle. Everything's lined up just in front of the washers. And then we're going to get our chairs and place it all the way around. You should have 6 chairs on this one. Boom, 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 boom. That'd be looking fancy now, chat. All right, so now we need to figure out where to put this one. So this is going to get a lot of you. Well, it's actually going to be quite funny, to be fair. I can see you all in the comments, okay? I can see it. We're going to be putting a table here and then a table on the other side. So can you remember when I said that we had 10 tables? It's true, we really don't need 6 chairs around every table. So I wanted to cram this in very, very tight, compact setup. And to be able to do that, I've come up with this idea. So what I want you guys to do is delete this chair on this side. And I also want you to go to the other side and delete this chair on this side. And just so you don't get confused, get like a a wall or something of your choice and just put a wall in front of this table like so. So this is what it should currently look like as the complete build of the tables itself. Ensure that you put a wall here so you don't get confused. All right, so now what we're going to do is rotate this chair facing towards this table. So this customer, instead of sitting on this table, will be sitting on this table. And then we're going to combine and place a load of chairs around these other tables. So boom, boom, ensure it's on this table here, and then bang, bang, bang. All right, sweet. So this is the most compact setup that you can probably make. Everything's evenly spaced. We got 5 tables this side, 5 tables this side, 6 chairs around everything bar 2. So what's that, 58 tables around 10 tables? Not bad. We really don't need 60, chat. Alrighty, so now we've got that done, we're going to place our milestone reward. Alright, so what we need to do is equip this, wherever it is. I don't know what category it's under. Oh, there we go. So we've got the host stations. Alright, so as you can see, there is a big circle. So if I place one here and another one on the other side, you can see it covers the whole entire area. Now, this is how we wanted it. So I'm going to put one milestone reward there and one host station here. They're both host stations. But that is optional. If you wanted to, you could place another washer or build it however you want to build it. But what I like to do is put 2 host stations. So now that whole area is covered by double speed. Customers are going to be getting to their chairs super, super quick with these 2 things placed on either side. Oh, subscribe and like. Buy my UGC. Definitely if you're pay to win. And the free-to-play version will be dropping very, very soon. So make sure you like and sub for that. Alrighty, chat, so now we need to build some walls around it. Remember, we still got the kitchen to build, but right now we need to build some walls. Alright, so I'm not going to aim to make this fancy or anything like that, as this is just a simple tutorial on the layout. And that's all you really need. Alright, so let's go and build this around like so. So we're literally just doing a little outline around the whole build at the moment. We don't need to lock it in, don't build walls on the inside or anything like that. For the main part, it's not really needed. Alright, so with this entrance to the kitchen, we're going to build 2 walls like this. Alright, so it should look like this. There should be a little gap like so, and then you just want to lock it in like this. Alright, so that's what the kitchen should look like for the entrance part of the build. Really, really simple to follow, I hope. Let's zoom out just so you guys can see and place the remainder ones. So we're placing them around the outside only. Like so. So boom, 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 all the way around. Dude, this is the easiest part of the build, trust. Now what I'm going to do, just for design purposes, I'm literally just going to cover the floor with a material just so it's easier to see. And bro, nobody likes grass inside of their shop, let's be honest. Sorry, I mean restaurant. Not their shop. That's the table layout done. Now we need to get on into the kitchen and start cooking a setup, dude. But pause the video right here if you guys want time to catch up on the current build. Remember, you don't have to worry about these host stands, but to be completely honest, it will help you a lot if you're looking for speed. Alrighty, so a bit of prep then. So we need prep stations, we need drink machines, we need your golden stoves or anything better that you have. Remember, we will do a free-to-play version very, very soon, probably dropping tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And you will also need a food pantry. Obviously, the more ones that you have, so prep stations. To be fair, you could probably get like 8 of them or something. I've only got 4, but I'll show you different areas and different places that you can place them to stack the ability of it if you do have more. Likewise with food pantries. Alrighty, so I want to place my food pantry right at the door like this. That's the step 1. Alright, that's step 1 of the kitchen. If you know better places to put these, then go for it. But this is where I put it. We're then going to come into the kitchen and place 3 stoves. So 1, 2, 3. In line with this. So that's what it should currently look like. It's very important that you copy exactly what I do from this point on. And then once you've done that, you simply want to remove this one on this side and bring it over to the other side. So now it's a T shape. So you went from an L shape to a T. But to be completely honest, I could have probably said just do a T shape. But hey ho, dude. We're then going to come over here and place a stove. So look, I would have placed it like right here, but we just simply don't have the space. So we're going to go 2 out and place it here. So this might look like a really, really far away, maybe 2 blocks, distance. But remember, your chefs aren't standing on here. It's standing here. So all they have to do is turn around and walk to this edge, and then they will instantly put down a order for it to go out. Dude, it's so quick, honestly. We're then going to go to the other side and place another one like so. And again, this is a 1 space gap. So he literally has to just walk one block from this corner and head to the stand. So looking over at the exact same side, we need to place another stove here. So look, these three in the middle, all the chef has to do is turn around and then place the order. Likewise with every single one of these, other than these two on the side, these far distant ones. They have to walk a block to touch this corner. But this one literally just has to turn around, dude. It's so efficient, honestly. Again, if you think you can do better, do it. And let me know your changes down below, because you never know, it might be. I'm really confident with this setup. So what you want to do, you want to put your fridge right in the middle, okay? So that is the only fridge we're going to be using, because we want every single chef's starting position to be here when they're inactive. All right, it basically recenters them. So that means they'll literally be AFK in here, and all they have to do is turn around and use the fridge and turn back to collect the order, you know, and so on, right? If they're AFK. It just works. We're now going to place a prep stand here and then a drink station on the other side like this. And again, the waiters or the chefs can reach this really easy from literally standing right here. So they don't even have to be close when they collect the order. That's why that position just works for me. We're then going to border this bit up here. So now it's kind of like closed in a little bit because that corner is pretty much useless. But if you do have loads and loads of preps kitchens, you can put one behind here. That's if you got loads. And then just wall them up all the way around, to be fair. But the other prep kitchens, what you want to do, you want to place one here and then one right next to it like this. So now these two here will have max stats and this one right here. 3 basically boost it. So to get the final stats on every single other one of them, you literally just need to stack them up behind, but I simply don't have enough. So just to even it out, I'm literally just going to put one right here, okay, right next to the fridge, where the best places to put these are. Literally in the walls all the way around. So these ones are all max stats, and this sides are, what is it, 40%, 20%? So yeah, you need 3 to be able to hit every single stove, basically. But I've only got 4. If you got more, do place them around, okay, for that max stat. But now we're going to wall this off, okay? So we're going to wall this off all the way around like so. Make sure you encase your fridges completely, otherwise your chefs will go round the back, around the whole entire base to collect your resource, and that's something you definitely don't want happening, so I like to wall it off like so. So there we go, let's go all the way around, boom, 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 and you kind of know from this point where to put your cook stands, literally anywhere within this vicinity that you're not using. So boom, that's what it currently looks like, Chad, all right? It's a fairly simple setup, and I haven't really seen anyone do anything like this. There's similar, but not quite like this. It just works, chat, trust. Now we're just going to do a fancy floor, because obviously that adds aura and everything. So there we go, boom. So now that's the kitchen done, and that's the tables done too. Now let's go on to the tipping area. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to box this in like so. This is up to you guys how you want to design this, so I'm going to rush through this bit. But we're going to leave a little bit of a gap like this, all right? So this is what it should look like currently. And what we're going to do, we're literally going to build walls like this all the way back like so. All right, so it should box in something like this. And we're going to do this for both sides. I'll explain why we're doing this in just a moment. But there we go, we've done our pathway. So what we want to do is now place your cash machine, your cash register like this. We're just going to put it right on the edge. Actually, you know what? Get rid of that. Boom. We're going to come all the way down this area here, and we're going to put it in our far corner here. So if you want to count the studs, feel free. It's up to you how far you want to do it. If you have more tip jars, please expand this all the way down. And likewise on the other side, even it out. So you'll start seeing customers spawn in at the center, and now they're going to get auto checked in. And I'll show you my stats for the workers in just a moment. But look how quick these workers are working, dude. Look, it's instant. It's so quick. And look, they barely have to move either. It's so efficient. It's so good. So this is the tip jar strat, all right? What I want to do is place my tip jars along the side here. So let's place 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to come to the other side all the way down here. And we're going to put another 5. So boom, 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 boom. And to make even more money, what we could do, we could put our fossils down, all right? And we're going to place 2 here, like so. So ensure that this little, like, light thing is facing inwards. Otherwise, you'll find the NPCs will come and stand outside to interact with it. So ensure that these little light things are literally facing inwards. So if you have loads and loads of fossils, please line them up on either side. It's very important that you keep it even on both sides. It should look the same on both sides when it comes to the tipping strat. I'll cover a whole video on it, but generally keep it the same, alright? So look, now we're going to box this in like so. So basically the idea is the NPCs will walk all the way down here to delay them. Remember, if you delay them too much, it will become inefficient. If you delay them just right, such as the distance of walking to the back of your base and then back to the exit, you're all good. But this is based on a lot of things, depending on how many tip jars you got. The more tip jars you got, the less walk that they need, otherwise it becomes inefficient. But for 10 tip jars, this works perfectly. So they literally walk from this side all the way around to the other side and then back to the exit that is here. So now let me explain how this works and what the hell am I doing. Please do keep in mind that I currently don't have a farm set up, hence why I'm literally only serving rice. So do keep that in mind. So now a rarer NPC has spawned. So this is the foodie customer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is he? Bro, I literally have no idea where is he at. Where's he at? Ah, so there he is. Alright, so this is a really bad NPC, let's be honest. But look, 50% boost, XP boost in the corner here. So we're delaying, okay? So we want to keep that boost as long as possible. So this long walk basically keeps the boost enabled. So look, as you can see, we've currently got 3 at our base. And that's 75% XP gain. And as you can see, the delay from walking one side all the way to the other has gained us extra minutes of that XP boost. So now let's have a look at this, alright? So customers served. So let's say the Royal Gorman, whatever the hell this thing is, alright? So these are the boosts. So meal payout is 10 times, cash boost is 100%, and customer rush is 200. So now instead of that special customer literally just going straight to the pay, using the tipper jars right at the exit, and then leaving, we're now getting like an extra 20 seconds out of it by walking from here all the way around to the other side, right? And then he has to walk all the way back and then leave. And then that's when the boost ends. So delaying that is very good. But don't make a maze or anything like that, or don't make them walk all the way around the back of your base and all the way down the other side. It will become inefficient and it will be turning it from a positive to a negative real quick. So don't do that. So now we've got that built, we need to place down some of our things. Alright, so look, we want to place these down because this is a pay-to-win setup. Let's do it the pay-to-win way. So get your titanium dishwashing stations and your titanium stoves and place one on this side and a dishwasher on the other side like so. Like 10 times quicker or 3 times quicker than your stove and your dishwasher. And to be completely honest, if you wanted to, you could add it like there just so it's closer. But I don't plan for my waiters to use this. And then what you want to do, you simply want to lock it away, okay? Under key, you want to lock it away so they don't use it. Like so. Obviously, they will use it if your restaurant is slacking a little bit. So to optimize it, you can literally put like one there, one on the other side. That works too, alright chat? And literally all they'll do is stand there and it will warp straight in to the dishwashers. That's if you don't have the pay to win stuff, of course. But there we go. All right. So coming to the layout, that is done. So now onto the whole farm setup. Alrighty boys, so I hope you guys did find yourself enjoying that pay to win video on how to build the setup. So let's give you a little tour on my current setup. The farm will look slightly different because I am working on a more optimized version. Is it optimized yet? Probably not, hence why I haven't included it in the video. But I hope you enjoy that farm layout. It's definitely really good. And stay tuned for the channel when I release a new one. But you can see we've got the whole exact same setup here, minus some decorations. It's really good. It's super efficient. As we walk through the right side, we head on into the ground floor. I've done some redesigning since the farm layout, but it's simply the same. It's just in a better location to make it more visually pleasing. We've got some displays here. We'll cover a video on that. Dude, like and sub if you like this design for the infinity mirror. I mean, it looks really cool, right? It looks really good. And then we've got our farm in the background. But every time you change layout, you have to reset the settings, what's really annoying. And then you got your cow farm here as well. So now we go through the left side, and this takes you up to the farm on the second floor. You can see we've done the tip jar method here. It's OP, by the way. It's really good. Look at this. XP boost. Look how many customers are here. That would have been gone by now if we put the cash thing at the exit. But that extra like 20-second delay has really buffed our whole farm. But this is currently the farm that I've kind of built. Feel free to screenshot if you're literally copying it one for one from my video. But that farm guide is still the top guide for the farm and the setup. I'm just messing around with it, and some aspects of it is not working. Hence why the video that I've just posted, that I'll leave down in the description, will work perfectly for you. At the minute, I trust that setup more than this farm setup. So make sure you go watch that farm layout. And I'll update you with a new farm layout when the time comes. But that's currently the farm layout, and we're probably going to build something here. But look how insane this display is. So we actually bugged this. All right, we bugged these walls. So look, we've got like a little gap here, and then we got 2 windows in the middle with LEDs at the top. Bro, it looks mint. And then around the side, we've got some more displays here. And likewise on the other side. Huge shout out to Cheese for giving me this table. We just need the white one now. So thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. That's the best pay to win method. We'll release a free to play method a day after this. So subscribe and like, and I'll see you all in the next beefy video. Peace.